Hello, welcome back guys. I come back with the new assignment. So before go to the new assignment, so guys, I want to know I did some type of mistake in my previous video. I want to know from your side what's that mistake and who were seriously following my videos. I'm sure they already know about what I did mistake in my previous video. So please guys let me know in comment section what's the mistake that I did in my previous video. So just first pause the video guys and let me know in comment section what's the mistake. This is this small mistake that I did because of this record is not updating in database. So first I will show you by run this program, right? So first let's run this program. Enter the patient case ID is PT01. Okay, first name, age, it is showing me the update query. Okay, this, let me show you the query. So this one is the query that is printing here, and next is age 23, and country we say event rash. Okay, again it is asking please enter the patient case ID. Since I gave two records to insert into the patient table, so that's why it's asking for the two records to insert. So again I will type PT002. Must be remember guys, since patient case ID is the primary key, so the patient case ID must be unique, right? It will give you exception if you give the same patient case ID. Okay, and the first name is you can give any name, demo, age, country, IN. This is the country code, India. Okay, so you can give any name as you want, right? We are inserting dummy data here, so you can give any, you can also give ABC, it's up to you. So we are actually practicing it, right? So event you can give DEF. So as you can see, all records 2 has been inserted and updated. So let's check it is really updated in our database or not. So I opened here my PostgreSQL server, and here is the database DemoDB. Let me show you, this is the DemoDB, right? So let's run this patient table. Go to the view and edit data and click on this all rows. So when you click on this, then it will automatically fetch all the rows inside this patient table. So it is still uploading. So see guys, see all the rows has been inserted. So guys, are you finding any weird here, something strange in this rows? So you can see all the data it has been updated except age, right? So what's the issue is, let's check it. So this is the code, and open this SQLDB queries. So this is the integer block where we are updating the age. So now please let me know in comment section. Just pause the video and then let me know in comment section. And now I'm going to reveal that what's the issue is actually. So this is the we am converting here the primary key column name into the integer value, right? So you can see I mentioned a single quote on both sides of this primary column name. So how it will insert the value if the column name is integer type, right? So just remove this and then it should insert the record into the table successfully. So let's run this. It is updating integer age value, right, in the database or not. Patient case ID 3, first name, age, country, event. Again patient case ID, age, and then country, and then event. So all records 22 has 2 has been updated. So let's open the DB and let's check it again. Run the query, all rows. So as you can see guys, age is now displaying, right, 45 and 56. This is the record that we inserted, and these are the previous record. Okay, so I hope you got the mistakes and you did not repeat in your code. So now I'm going to give you a next assignment guys, and the next assignment you have to do the same stuff with batch updates. Are you heard about the batch updates? No? So don't worry guys, if you don't know, Google it and try it by yourself. So guys, the question is why I'm giving you the batch update to do the same thing. So there is reason. There is some advantage to use batch updates over using this statement, using this execute query with the statement. And guys, one of the most important thing that I'm not doing here, if you are establishing the connection with the database, there is necessity to close this, right? So in next video, when you will apply batch updates in this method, then do not forget to close the connection. So how will you will close the connection? It's up to you. This is really a very small task to apply batch updates in this method. If you already know about the batch update, it will take, I think, 5 minutes to apply batch updates in this method. And please guys, if you have already coded this program into the batch updates before go to my next video, please let me know in comment section how you are doing this. My laptop is hang, no worry. So but guys, try it by yourself and let me know in comment section how you are inserting records with the help of batch updates. I want to know how what's the idea, how you are following. So I want to learn from you guys as well. So let me know guys, and that's it from this video, and let's see how we can achieve this in our next video. Thank you so much guys.